Hey everybody, it's NiftyBC here on NFT Circus on a Friday night. We have Shnazzy, Huddo, Taylor from 8-Bit Slammers, and of course my co-host TC, and we're missing our other co-host.
Having full napping.
Yeah, they'll be here, I'm sure, soon. So anyway, I'm on a different angle here because my computer still just got it back from the shop, so it just started acting up on me. And so I'm going to be doing it this way through my phone, which is odd, and I'm hearing an echo for myself, which is super weird, but but this will get through it. So first of all, guys, if you're here watching in the chat at the YouTube chat, go ahead and type in $M.O.R.B.S. You'll be entered into our giveaway, and we'll start off the giveaway with 250 M.O.R.B.S tokens going to the first giveaway, and we'll do that right after our first guest here. I'm going to probably hit up Taylor first here, 8-Bit Slammers. I've been wanting to talk to you, Taylor. You have an awesome project going on, and I just want to know a little bit more about it and a little bit more about you, because I did a little research on you, and you have quite a background. So I'd like to hear about all of it, if you could.
Awesome. Thanks for having me. I'm outside in LA. The cars are driving by. You'll have to pardon the sound, hopefully. If it's awful, I'll find a quieter place to be. I'm Taylor Armstrong. Really glad to be here. I am the one-man team behind 8-Bit Slammers.
Nice.
I've got 15 years in animation and visual effects behind this. I went to school for traditional hand-drawn, pencil on paper, old-school animation. And the one thing I've done more than drawing in my life is I've always loved professional wrestling since I was like 2 years old. So this project is just like the ultimate combination of all of my passions. And when I thought about entering the NFT space, I thought, what can I make that I know that only I can make the way I envision it? And that was this project, because it's hand drawn, frame by not hand drawn. I mean, it's pixels, but frame by frame.
Still done by hand.
Yeah, still done by hand with a mouse, frame by frame animation. And I'm using officially licensed pro wrestlers. Worked with Master Public, which is a licensing company that handles a bunch of high-profile luchadors, and I've got their official blessing. They share in the primary and secondary sales with me, and the whole premise is buying packs, ripping the packs, and each pack has 5 moments of this animated matchup, and the goal is, as a collector, to assemble those in kind of a choose-your-own-adventure vibe. Because, of course, with 2 wrestlers, either one of them could win. There's different ways they could win, and there's different ways they could get there. So I love storytelling, I love collecting, I love animation, and I love wrestling. So that's kind of like the super nutshell of it, but happy to rant about it as much as you'd like.
Well, man, I'll second all of that, because I love it all too. And here on Wax, we love the wrestling here on Wax. The auctions get a little wrestling oriented with the memes, and then you got the brawlers coming in. But personally, I like the 8-bits here, man. You guys, I've been watching your project, man, and it's really rocking. And you got a little bit of a roadmap here. Can you tell us kind of what's happening? First, I see that there's a website launch. Where are you guys at now? Where are you guys in the project?
Sure. So first of all, thanks for the support. That's awesome. You've been keeping an eye on it. Right now, so the initial drop was 9 one-of-ones, which was 3 different wrestlers, SOLANA, Black Taurus, and Psychosis. And they each had 3 different attires, and those were auctioned off. And I wanted to use that to gauge interest and to see which wrestler and which attire was the most popular. And so the 2 looks that did the best with that are the ones that I used to make the match. So the one-of-ones dropped back in September. Then I spent about 3 months, nights and weekends, animating the matchup, which dropped in December.
Right.
And this week, I had to push it because I screwed up my Nifty block stuff. But next week, I'm doing an airdrop for anyone that bought a pack before the end of the year. So to reward my early supporters, I'm going to be airdropping a commemorative gift. And one of the lucky pack receivers will be getting a one-of-one championship belt, which Nice. They can use as its own token, or also to blend with one of the initial one-of-one wrestlers. So I've already got the assets made so they can blend them. Then you'll have a unique avatar of the wrestler wearing the belt, and there'll only be one of those. And then next in line, I've got some really exciting utility that I haven't talked about publicly, but I'm really glad to be here. So I'll drop a little alpha here, as the kids say. I'm partnering with multiple professional wrestling promotions.
Yes.
And we'll be working on a blend that for like, because when you buy packs, right, you end up getting multiples, and some people, it's like, what the hell am I going to do with these? So I'm going to create a blend that you can use in exchange for a ticket to any of my partner promotions for the rest of the calendar year.
Wow.
So I have a few lined up already, like on the hook. I'm waiting to get a few more before I announce it publicly. But really excited to bring like real utility for people, at least all over the U.S. I'm going to have wrestling promotions all over the country.
I was going to say, is it just U.S. based promotions then?
I've got one in Canada on a potential. But right now I'm hoping to get like a half dozen, and then maybe more get on the hook as people just kind of see, the practice of it. And then the next step is building out the thing that really sets the whole project apart, which I haven't been able to find yet with the developer help. But you want to be able to put your match pieces together in like a playlist to create your version of the matchup. So I need some sort of back-end help to be able to string together assets from a Wax wallet, pull the IPFS hash, string together your own playlist, and kick out your matches. But that's the next step, is to do that. And I'd love for people to be able to host that like in any of the different metaverses. So like you can come over to my, virtual arena and watch my version of the match, and then maybe people can go over to yours and watch their, and only I will have that particular one with, my version of the blends and all sorts of cool stuff I got on my sleeve. So
I love it, man. That sounds great.
Yeah, I'm considering it like a digital narrative playset, because it's not a game,
Nice.
but it's all about collecting and customizing and building out your version of your dream match.
I love it, man. I love it. And how did you come up with this idea in the first place? Where did the 8-bit slammers come from?
I just was thinking NFTs. What the hell am I going to do? Right. What can I do differently? Because I really want to bring value to the community and to the space, and for all the time it takes, I want to do something like unique. And so, I love the 8-bit stuff. I started practicing 8-bit art because I'm also developing a game, like a JRPG about pro wrestling in my spare time. So I was learning sprite art, and I've got relationships with wrestlers and real wrestlers, and I thought, there's so many derivatives and ripped IP in the NFT space. I'd love to be able to bring officially licensed products.
Yeah.
And then the story, it just kind of all like wrote itself. Once I figured out all the things that I love, it just kind of wrote itself, and I just followed my intuition to lead me here.
I love the Unreal Life stuff, incorporating that as a utility, because that's I think the next step of stuff, and it's awesome that you're working with actual promotions that are already in play, which will give you a lot of pump, which is awesome. That's awesome, man. Do you have plans to do anything else in real life, like as far as like merchandise or anything like that for the 8-bit stuff?
The eventual goal, once we can kind of get enough buzz, of course, I'd love to like run real life wrestling events, potentially using the wrestlers that are in the space, and then tokenizing all of that and rewarding the holders.
Right.
Before COVID hit, I had booked an entire professional wrestling show myself for a charity that I was on the board of directors of, with like big names, WWE and AEW, and like the real deal. I had like the Combat Sports Commission approved. Everything was paid for, like $20,000 budget, and then COVID hit and it all froze. So,
oh man,
between that and Nuts Fell on Me, I've founded and run huge animation festivals, professional touring musician, worked in film and TV in Hollywood. And I don't know, everything I've wanted to do, like I get shit done. And so it's not like, maybe, at 10,000 Discord followers, we'll do this. Like I want to do this the right way, and it's a little slow, but I'm doing it organically on top of a 11-hour a day, real job and family man. And so if people are patient and just cool to go on the ride with me, I promise I'm doing stuff that I'm psyched about, so.
And that's not a bad thing though, man. I tell that to a lot of people, I'm like, if they're moving slow, they're most likely moving correctly because, the real world doesn't really work at a light speed. And sometimes when things pop up too fast, you got to kind of question it too, so. It's good that you're doing a long, slow build because that's how you create sustainability. And that's just going to make things better for your collectors, so that's awesome, man. Well, cool.
Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much, Taylor, for letting us know more about it. And the next drop. What would be the next drop date?
So the next drop, there's gonna be an airdrop next week for people that bought packs in 2021, and then after that, I don't have a date yet, but I'm gonna be doing a drop of gimmick packs or promoter packs, and those will include things to customize the wrestler entrances, put signs in the crowd, different like ingredients for blends. And then my next wrestler drop will probably be a few months away just because it takes me, a few months to do it. And I'm thinking about partnering with another artist just so it's a quicker turnaround, but hoping ideally get some more revenue first because I'd like to be able to pay them something up front. And trying to also do this sustainably and not go too far, in the black or the red, whatever, opposite. I'd love to go in the red. Just the realities of someone who we do it like on top of our career and like regular life, so it's a balance, it's a tricky balance.
Yeah, it is, man. It is. I feel you. I think all of us feel that pain. I think all of us have our own kind of like mom and pop shop going on. Even if you're a team, it's a small team and everyone has other stuff going on usually, so it's a juggle and you're all trying to make it kind of push the innovation, and everyone has these cool ideas. That's what I love about the show. I get to kind of check out everyone's cool ideas, like it's cool to see all these creative people come together all of a sudden, so collectively and kind of put out stuff, and it's cool to see it move. So I'm always about it, man. It's so cool. You got to come back on the show anytime you have a drop, man. I really like your project, man. I'd like to see it grow,
Cool. Hell yeah.
Awesome, man. So while we're at it, let's do our first giveaway real quick, guys. Pop it back over here. We have 14 people in it. This is for 250 M.O.R.B.S. Let's see who's going to get it. Let me get out of the way here. There we go. Let's see if somebody wins here. TC, you're stacking, man. You're stacking them, TC. All right, we're going to go one more time. So TC is going to get his 250 M.O.R.B.S. because he likes M.O.R.B.S. So we're going to go ahead and give him that. But we're going to do another one real quick. This is for another one. Hopefully I don't win this time. Let's see.
Cracker's not here, so who knows?
I know. Roar! Yay! All right. Roar, you won 250 M.O.R.B.S. tokens. While you're at it, you guys, check out M.O.R.B.S. token on Alcor Exchange. It's our token here. It goes towards a couple things. We have our first utility, which is basically we're able to use M.O.R.B.S. to buy stuff. So we had our Genesis Sparrow drop. So that was sold out, and we're all happy about it. So we have more drops coming in the coming weeks. And if you're an artist out there and you want to release under M.O.R.B.S., let us know. Give us a call. But anyway, let's go on to the next one. Snazzy. Snazzy's in the house.
Hey, I'm back.
All right. Snazzy's back. She can hear us now. I'm so sorry about that. I don't know what happened, but
it's okay.
All right. So Shnazzy is an amazing artist. She came over from the OpenSea ETH kind of side of things. And she came over to Wax a couple weeks ago. I saw her stuff. I love your art. Your art is amazing, by the way.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Really... Yes, it's been awesome coming into Wax.
Awesome. I love hearing that. I like hearing that when people come over. I'm sure it's been a little bit of a change for you as well. Yeah, like I'm sure it's a little bit different. Look at that, sold out. This is what I like to see. A person comes over from OpenSea, right? And then look, you see you giggled, right, Snazzy? Because it feels good, right? You're like, gosh darn it, look at that, sold out across the board. Love seeing that. Does that feel pretty good?
It does. It's so weird because on Ethereum, I had never sold out ever, yeah. And actually, the very first secondary sale I ever got was 3 weeks ago on Wax, and I've been in the space since April.
Oh my gosh,
wow.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations.
And thank you. Yeah, it's been it's been a really crazy past 3 weeks, and it feels like all the hard work is finally paying off.
Oh, that's so good. 1 second, Shnazzy. I think Crypto Bulldogs is trying to get a hold of me real quick. Just 1 second. I'm so sorry to interrupt you real quick. He's DMing me in the YouTube. So if you could DM me on Twitter, Crypto Bulldogs, and I'll be able to send you the link. Okay. But anyway, sorry about that, Shnazzy. Go ahead. So you started how in art? How did this all start for you? How did you get into NFTs? How did this all happen?
Well, I've been an artist since I was a little kid. I remember my aunt was talking to me. She was like 11 at the time, and I was like 5. And she was like, I think that I can draw dinosaurs better than anybody I've ever met. And that was the fire beneath me that was like, no, you can't. I'm gonna be able to draw dinosaurs better than you. And anyway, after that, it was just kind of art all the time. It was just my getaway. And how I got into NFTs was actually through the AMC and GME movement. Are you aware of what's going on with the retail investors?
No.
Okay, well, so it started in January of last year, and AMC and GME were being maliciously shorted on the stock market. Wow. And people were trying to bankrupt the companies because their stocks were tanking, and they were capitalizing off of short selling. So there was a gathering of retail investors that wanted to save these companies, and I was part of it. And so I started making art to kind of educate people on the movement and the retail revolution aspect of things. And people were like, you need to put this on the blockchain. This is historical, let's teach you how to get NFTs going. And that was, I had made the art for it probably in about March. And by April, I had gotten enough help to just send it on Ethereum for the first time. And that's where I started.
That's awesome. And so now Ethereum, I'm on there as well. So I know the market over there is a little bit different. What's the big difference for you switching over to Wax? What was hard? What was easy? What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it?
Oh, so I was really impressed with the tools that they have for creators. The Nifty Blocks tools, I watched all of your videos on YouTube after I found them. And just the ability to create packs, the ability to create blends, these were all technologies that Ethereum, that just blew people's minds on Ethereum. Like you have the Mutant Apes Yacht Club where they took the vats of biohazardous gel and combined it with the Bored Ape Yacht Club, and that was a huge deal. And to realize that Wax had been doing this for months, just blew my mind. And then whenever I was finally able to start collecting, it was so neat to be able to have my money spread further because I wasn't paying $140 of gas fees.
I hear you. I guess hard to go on a shopping spree with those gas fees. That's for sure.
Well, absolutely. And it also, part of that is that it helps the community, right? Because instead of having to pick and choose between what person that you enjoys art, you're able to buy from so many different people at one time on the community. And I think that's what makes Wax community so much stronger than Ethereum's, in my opinion. It's just the collectability of everybody and the supporting that happens and takes place because of the ease of access.
Oh man. So now, as far as you came over with a couple of people. So you came over, did you know like M.O.B.S Strip and Hash Bastards and all those guys from before, or how did that all work out?
Yeah, so it's interesting. On Ethereum, I started out in the AMC space, like I had told you before, but I found myself in kind of a negative space on Twitter at the time, and I was friends with a person called Grizzy God NFTs, and he makes like bearded one-of-one characters that he draws. And I made friends with him, and I was like, hey, you're a very positive force. Who are some people that you think are other positive forces that would be more encouraging to view on my timeline as I stroll through Twitter? And he gave me these different people, basically, from M.O.B.S Strip, Hash Bastards, Brett Blackberg, and eventually Kuma's. And that's kind of how I got introduced to Wax, was that these Brett and Kuma had their pieces already on Wax, and also they had their Ethereum implemented. And after months of, interacting with them and engaging with them in community, it was just a seamless educational process and, a community building process to start becoming on Wax. So it was interesting because I had AMC, like I had spoken about. So I got the AMC coin on Wax in about December. And I got the Spider-Man NFT token as well. And so I had opened up my Wax account and I reached out to Brett and I was like, hey, I have a Wax account now. Tell me a little bit about it. And he started educating me and he was like, you know what? I think I'm going to start hosting a Wax Wednesday space and you can just come in and ask questions. And I'm sure other people will be able to come in and kind of help you out. And I went to 4 different Wax Wednesday spaces before I was like, you know what? I'm starting to feel FOMO about Wax. I really think this is the place. And so it was literally the 4th Wax Wednesday space. And I was like, oh gosh, I have an idea for a collection I've been bouncing around for a long time. I really want to get started on it. And I went to bed that night thinking like, I want to work on this piece in the morning. And literally the next day was the day that OpenSea just announced like, hey, creators,
oh my God, that's
you
right.
have a cap on everything you do now. And I had already exceeded all of the cap limits for everything. So I was like, I can't make any more NFTs unless I open another wallet. Are you serious? And it was just, it crushed so many souls that day. And I was like, you know what? I kind of made this decision last night, but now it's full send. I'm on Wax now. And the community just rallied behind me in a way I've never experienced before. And I'm going to get emotional now, but it's like, it's been a ride and it's been such a blessing at the same exact time.
Yeah, I mean, it's something really cool about the Wax community. I mean, that's probably why I've stayed here, more than any other blockchain that I play around on. But it's a community. Everyone here is cool, man. Like it's very supportive. People really try to help each other out, and they support each other, because it's able to be done. I mean, like you said, I mean, if I have if I sell out or something and I have some extra, I always go out and I go spend, a couple hundred Wax on my friends, because I really enjoy collecting myself. And I couldn't do that when I was on OpenSea. Same reason, it's like, oh, my friend's giving a free airdrop for $140. It's all like
exactly. And you feel bad because as somebody who sells on those platforms, you're like, oh, well, my listing is $60, but they have to spend $140 to buy my listing. So it feels almost like you're robbing people at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's what it is, I think it's an interesting change. I like a lot of the other blockchains too. I think Tezos and Solana are doing some cool stuff too. It's like, I think everything's going to eventually just become one thing, with blockchains crossing and bridging and all that stuff. But that's not here just yet, but it's coming. So that's cool. And so what kind of drops do you have coming up, Shnazzy? What do you got planned? What are your plans? Are you staying on Wax? Are you going to be doing both Wax and OpenSea? What are you going to do?
So it's kind of a hard spot that I'm in right now. I'm mainly focusing on my Wax collection because I'm trying to figure out how to launch a collection that's not on OpenSea for Ethereum holders, but on a layered platform. So I'm kind of waiting for GameStop's layer 2 platform to come out, and they're using the loop ring. But I really am in love with my Wax collection. I'm not sure if you know this, but I'm partnering up with my fiance, and he's ghostwriting a story that I had written about 2 years ago for me. And we're releasing it chapter by chapter each week. And all of the collection drops on Wednesday co-sync with a chapter that came out on the Discord.
Nice. By the way, is it sci-fi oriented, I'm assuming?
Well, it's actually both sci-fi oriented and fantasy oriented. It's called the Shnazzy Saga. So you have one story which you're showing on there that is about, it's kind of like a conquest woman in space who is trying to solve a mystery. It's very much inspired by Metroid.
right.
And then the other side of it is the Riley Ridley story, and he is a retired adventurer, and he's trying to open a bed and breakfast with an airship, and that's how the story starts. But the two different stories will coincide, and there's a huge plot that I just can't wait to unravel as things get going.
That's awesome. Yeah. What is this one right here? The Phantom Strike. What is this part of?
Okay, so that's actually Riley in the top corner. And this is whenever they first got their airship. They were attacked by a sea serpent, and he is a beguiler, which means that he's able to use illusion spells and cantrips, and then he's also a swordsmith. So he's making an illusion of himself for the serpent to attack, and then he's coming in behind it and beheading it. And that's what the scene is. And that's kind of why I call them posters, is because it's a little bit like fan art for my own story.
Yeah, I love it. No, I love that. I love the idea of that, kind of building the backstory and giving that to the collectors as well. I think that's super cool.
Well,
very cool. And, I like also I saw some of your time lapses. I really like your process too. You do some awesome work, very paintery kind of style to it,
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I started out watercolor painting for most of my life, and it's only been recently that I moved into digital art. So it took me a while to figure out how to adapt my normal style into the digital world. But the longer I'm in the space, it's grown and grown. So I'm excited to see where I'm at with my skills and techniques a year from now.
What do you use? Are you using Procreate or something else? What are you using?
Yep, right now I'm using Procreate. Everything I do is off of my iPad and my iPhone, and then we have a Chromebook, and that's what I'm using right now.
Oh, very cool.
So eventually we'd like to update that, but that's what we're using right now. And Procreate's tools are very easy to use.
Yeah, they're awesome. I love Procreate. I'm a huge fan of Procreate, so that's awesome. And this is the Raven. So what is the as it pulls up here?
It might take a minute. Some people have said that it took a little while. I tried to do an animated background.
Oh, it's very cool. I see that. Yeah, it's very cool.
That's supposed to be like a foil. A little bit of rarity there that people haven't been able to pick up on yet, just because there haven't been that many posters released. But I do intend to release a set drop every single Wednesday until the book is finished.
That Wax Wednesday. We got you on the Wax Wednesday. There it is.
I love it. It's my favorite day of the week.
That's awesome. That's super cool, Shnazzy. And so as far as like plans other than the story with your fiance, what is going to be the next drop as far as like what should we know about next Wednesday? Is that going to be the one we should pay attention to?
Absolutely. I have a drop on Wednesday, and then I actually have a collaboration with the Crypto Swatches coming up.
Nice.
And then I have a burnable feature. I'll let you guys in on that. And it's going to be from my most recent piece. It's more Valentine's Day themed. I'm going to have a burn with that as an ingredient.
Oh, very cool.
Probably by the end of the night.
As our NFT space runs 24/7 constantly. Everyone's always up at some point, right?
Exactly.
That's super cool. So guys, go check out her Nifty blocks. It's right there, Shnazzy NFTs down below. I also put the link in the YouTube chat as well. So I actually have some Shnazzys, I believe, in my inventory. So I'm going to give away my homecoming, I think. I'm going to do that. I have the homecoming. So this one right here, guys, the homecoming. This was the last drop that she had. I'm going to do the next drop for that one. Oh, let me put that back. Where was it? There it goes. Where'd it go? I just miss it. Where'd it go? That's awesome. Okay, there it is right there. So that is what I'm going to be giving away, guys. So if you haven't yet put in $M.O.R.B.S in the YouTube chat, I'm going to be spinning it now. Let's see who wins it. It's for the number 11 Shnazzy. Let's see what happens. NFT Gaming Australia.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Shnazzy. You have won the homecoming. This one just came out the other day, correct?
Yes, it came out on this past Wednesday.
Yeah, this is great. Art's awesome. There's a lot of detail, and when you get it, guys, blow it up big. It looks so good. There's so much detail on this. Very cool. Very cool, Shnazzy. Thank you so much for letting us know about all this stuff, and welcome to Wax, and good luck with anything you're doing, really. I hope to see it grow, and that's going to be cool. I can't wait to hear. You got to come back when you do the stuff with your fiance.
Oh yeah, it's ongoing right now. We're releasing the chapters in the Discord, but I hear that the IVRL or VIRL is coming out soon, and we are planning on doing handmade bindings, special editions of the books.
I love this. I love all the in real life stuff going on today. That's very cool. Speaking of in real life, actually, that'd be a good quick transition. So this is a shout out to Duck Blobs. If you guys don't know who Duck Blobs is, used to be known as the prankster. So is it a prank or is it a blob? I don't know. But anyway, I bought his Lima meme. He's doing Lima memes every week now. It's like a meme with a Lima, and he sent me a real life Lima bean I'm trying to get it right there. So there's one of them. I think this is kind of like a single eye, almost like a Dutchie. Kind of looks kind of cool. And then this one is my favorite right here. So cool. So I got this for buying one of his Lima memes, and he's doing something kind of really cool. Shout out for this as well. He's doing kind of like an Impractical Jokers type NFT challenge thing. So he's challenging people to do tasks. Go check out Duck Blobs on Twitter, and he is doing. He'll give you a token, which is rewardable with, I think, one of those. Maybe I'm not really sure. Duck Blobs, if you're in the chat, let them know. But you have to do something like run up to people and say hello and say some crazy thing to them, run off and video it and upload it. I think he's trying to get some people to do it. Nippy Nips from Australia did a kickflip off a table for one, and he won. So he's already a bounty hunter. So if anybody's out there willing to put themselves out there in a community way, definitely do it. Definitely do it. So anyway, Shnazzy, again, thank you. The links are down below. Links are in the YouTube. Go check out Shnazzy's art. And I'm also going to put her link tree as well, because that has all of her links. And there it is. All right, so let's.
Thank you for having me up.
Oh, you got it, Shnazzy. Anytime you want to
coming.
come back, just knock on the door. You're welcome to come on in any old time. So if you want to bring your fiance and talk more about the book and all that kind of stuff, let me know. Let me know. We'll do it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Awesome. You got it. All right. Art by Huddo. Joel, let's see what's going on here. This is Huddo 606.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey,
how's it going?
Thanks for having me on. Crackers has been asking me for a few weeks, and he's still asleep, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's asleep.
Thanks for having me on anyway, and that's the first time I've won anything on the random draws. So thanks, Shnazzy, for that one.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, Snazzy's awesome. You're going to enjoy her work. I've been collecting, so I'm going to be continue collecting. And
I only followed along since she'd been on Wax, so look forward to seeing some more.
That's awesome. And so tell us about you, Huddo. You're doing some amazing stuff yourself. You got a couple things going on, and you also got a gallery in Uplift, which is right up TC's alley. What's going on?
Just having some fun in the NFT space. Sort of about a year ago, I started creating some NFTs that were probably Snazzy, 5-year-old dinosaur was much better than what they were, but it was getting into the space and rewarding some people that sort of played on my lands in alien worlds and things like that. And it sort of just branched out, and I'm just having a heap of fun drawing and playing around with the kids. The kids are drawing more, and it's just been fun.
That's awesome. I love it, man. I love that you can, that so many artists are all over the world. This is one of my favorite things about the space too, is that we're dealing with everybody from everywhere and everyone's being part of it. I love that. And I see you've got a couple different collections. What is this collection right here?
So that's the M.O.R.B.S collection. So I've only just started that. That one's on Polygon, on
Nice.
OpenSea Polygon. Playing around with a few different things here. I've been talking a little bit. Royal Dex and I talk a fair bit, and we've just been sort of playing around. And this has just been a whole heap of fun, me creating and saying, "Hey kids, what do you want to see here? What do you want me to do here?" And
Awesome.
playing around with different colors and just different themes. So the M.O.R.B.S, they're not bored, they're just bummed. So playing around with those, and it's probably only been 3 or 4 days since I've these have been up, maybe a week, and I'm going to do 100 M.O.R.B.S in the first series.
I love it. This is on Polygon, you said?
Yeah, so that's on Polygon.
Nice.
So I didn't want to go down the Ethereum route. I just sort of just playing around with that and having a heap of fun.
Oh, that's cool, man. I love it. This is great.
So,
I
started on Wax. Wax was my home. I sort of started playing some NFT games and sort of creating things. And the Wax Warriors 3 is my latest one. So the original Wax Warriors have a bit of a theme towards the alien worlds, rewards for different people on my lands, and the Wax 3, which is my latest one. The commons and the rares, they're only available to Alien World miners on my land, actually. So I've got the epics. They come out each Friday, and my beer bottles, the 6-pack life, come out each Wednesday, and they're going to be a little bit of, I guess, history of Australia, but also, some of our deadly animals that everybody seems to be so scared of, like our crocodiles and snakes and spiders, and but just pegging back a little bit of history of Australia, and also limiting them to 6 per week. So
nice.
That's one of my favorites, Beer Can Bob.
I like these. And the box
pays homage to Beer Can Bob pays homage to a guy that used to give out shovels and drills on Alien World's land. So I sort of paid homage to him there.
And you're a big person over on Alien Worlds, right? What world are you on over there?
I'm on M.O.R.B.S. I wouldn't say I've just got one land there. A friend and I grabbed a piece of land when we first started, and it's been fun. We've got a promo at the moment where the Wax Warrior 3s are dropping. It started yesterday, and you basically mine on M.O.R.B.S 26.9, and there's 2 airdrops each hour to lucky miners.
That's great.
Yeah, bit of fun.
Yeah, I love it. And
then got a number 1 mint Wax Warrior that is on auction at the moment. So the Wax Warrior 3, there's a number 1 auction. It's going to Surfing the Spectrum Australia. So it's helping kids with autism get in the water and surf. It's a local one to me, and my young fella is autistic. So it's pretty special to me for that.
Oh man,
that's
close to my heart. My wife owns a company that helps out autistic children, and so it's I'm very close to my heart. That's awesome.
Awesome, yeah. So hopefully we get a bit of traction on that, and if it does, I'll probably post the other number 1s up and do that for the charity as well.
Wow, that's great. That's great. Yeah, I love the gallery as well. This is the video of your gallery in Minecraft. Uplift.
That one's a store. That's the London store. It's been upgraded a fair bit since then. The gallery, that was so much fun. So
so this is the store. This is the store. Gotcha.
That's the London store, yeah. I had heaps of fun. TC, I probably messaged TC about a month ago. I was such a newbie.
I was just going to say, TC, this is all you, man, right here. This is all you.
He's done a great job.
It's heaps of fun playing, and the gallery, the Friends of Huddo gallery, that was awesome. I sort of jumped on and said, "Who wants to be in the gallery?" I was locked down in COVID. My whole family had COVID, so we had sort of 7-day quarantine.
Wow.
I built this gallery and said, "Who wants to be in it?" And just called it the Friends of Huddo Gallery, and it's up and running now.
That's awesome. I thank you for asking me to be part of that as well with the M.O.R.B.S and stuff. I appreciate that. That was really fun to be part of that. Let me find I think, is there a link to that? Oh no, that's the Bum.Bears gallery.
Maybe one sec. I don't have it. It's on that YouTube. On the YouTube, it should be the first one on the. If you go to that, YouTube? Yeah, I think it's my first. My latest.
Let's see video.
Go down a little. That second
there
one there. Yeah, so that's the gallery, and it was just a fun build. I just wanted to do something to, I guess, take my time away from being sick with COVID, and
I feel I got it too, man. In January, everyone in my house got it, and it was. I'm just glad everyone got through it okay, because it was rough, man. It laid me out, definitely for a solid week. So,
tried to jump on my mountain bike today. I do a bit of mountain biking, and the lungs still didn't want to play.
Yeah,
it was terrible. So hopefully, it'll, just go away soon. But it's if anyone that's had it, it's pretty rough.
Oh, I think we got something here.
Yeah, so this is the gallery. It's I sort of made it like a house, I guess, like a resort type house, and just the top floor and the bottom floor is sort of where the main NFTs are, and the Vine. I got a portal to the Vine, so I put that one in there, and
Nice.
it was just a whole heap of fun. And I've been learning heaps about Minecraft. I was definitely not a gamer by any chance, and got to put, some different artworks up, but also some people that helped me outside the NFT space as well. So
That's awesome.
Looks great. You do a great job.
thank you.
Oh, looks awesome.
Yeah, so a couple of guys that helped me out, the Vision and also Maxim there. The EOS one in the foreground there,
Yeah.
he helps me out with my drops on the alien world. So thanks for that.
Nice.
Makes it easy just to drop your work and you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, this is great. This is how long did it take you to make this?
I actually did most of it in one sitting. It was like a 10-hour day, and lots of coffee, and the headphones were on. The kids were in the background, and the headphones were on. I was just zoned out. So,
well, there's Dex. Yeah, we just did a surfboard with Royal Dex. He's great. I love Royal Dex.
Yeah, I picked up one of his surfboards. I love them. My kids
that's awesome.
play around with that.
So cool. It's awesome. I love what he's doing too. He's doing some cool stuff as well. Yep. We got to have him back on,
or just have him on,
or just have one on. I'm sorry,
he's never been on.
That's right. He hasn't.
No,
he reckons he's got a head for radio. That's why he's not coming on.
TC, we got to book him next week. We should get him on the show. He's doing lots of stuff.
I've been trying.
Yeah, let's get him. And Crypto Swatch is great too. Crypto Swatch does some really cool stuff. It's a great collection.
I got a drop coming up with Crypto Swatch next week. I think it's the 24th.
Nice.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, they've collabed with just about everyone on Wax so far. Yeah, so definitely go check them out. That's a good place for new people to check out a lot of good collections that they've collabed with. So there's Nips, there's Crackers. Except Crackers isn't here; he's asleep. Well, that's what we get. That's what we get, Crackers. But anyway, so what do you guys have coming up as far as like drops? What's going to be the next one for you?
So for me, it's my beer drops each week. The 6-pack life each week, just a different Aussie thing that's going to be posted on a beer bottle or beer can,
nice.
With a bit of info about Australia. I've got the #1 auction for the Wax Warrior, so it's up. I post a link in the
I see it. I'm going to post that right now.
So that and the Bum Bears, I've been playing around with the Bum Bears, and it's been a heap of fun.
Okay, and, so I just put that link in there, guys. So this is for the #1 Wax Warrior right here, which is awesome. So you surf?
Do I surf?
Yes.
Very, very poorly. I haven't surfed for a while. I love the beach. I love the ocean. We're right near the ocean, but as far as surfing, nah, I'm really average.
Oh man, this is cool. I'm because I have a collection which is the Soul Surfer, so I used to surf a little bit, so it's fun. I like right off the bat I saw your guy running with the surfboard. I'm like, gotta have him on.
Yeah,
instant in.
I think he's one of my favorite ones. I think that's my profile pic on Twitter at the moment. It's pretty cool. I think that one's
this guy right here.
Bazza is that's him.
That's him right there. I love
He's
that.
got way more hair than what I do, though.
That's awesome. So how long have you been in art? How'd you get into art?
I've been in about a year. I'd love to say that I've drawn all my life, but I picked up Procreate, I reckon, about February last year and just started playing around and just been learning my way around Procreate through YouTube and different things, and just learning the blockchain was the biggest thing, and it's been fun and just trying to branch out with it a little bit more, doing the Polygon with the Bum Bears and trying to keep as much as I can on the wax. It's easy, and most of my followers are on wax. So
yeah,
Stay
I
with
feel you
your
there.
family.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
it.
it's like you want to go check out the other blockchains. I always go out and I do it, and I'll have a couple sales, things go good, but then I'm addicted to wax. I'll say it. My name is Billy. I'm addicted to wax. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I have a problem.
I have a problem.
It's just so easy to go and pick up some cool stuff, and it might only be 1 or 2 wax or 10 wax, and you're like, yeah, I'll get that.
Yeah, you don't feel as guilty. You know, sometimes I feel guilty if I go on a little shopping thing on ETH. I'm always like, the wife can never find out about this ever. But anyway, so we're going to keep an eye on you, Huddo. When you have a drop, come on back. I want to keep on seeing you and this surf world and beer world continue to educate us. We have the other collection, the Drop Bears. Have you talked to him? He's Australian as well.
Yeah,
Matt does some funny things too. So it's good to see.
Also another one, the kangaroo one. Something mates, Aussie mates, I think it is.
Yeah,
and they're doing the kangaroos on Ethereum, and they're killing it. They're good people.
Awesome.
So good. Well, thank you so much, Huddo. We're gonna have you back for sure, man. And I want to do another uplift tour of the galleries. We'll have to do that, TC. Just plan a show just for that, and just fly around and check out all the portals that you guys have been making and everything, because I definitely want to check that all out, man. That's cool. Thank you, Huddo. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, man, you got it. So, let's do another giveaway real quick, and let's see do I have some Huddo stuff in it? No, you know what I'm going to do? I know what I'm going to do. We're going to do this one right here. So this is from RAR Cards. They just put this out, I think last night or today. They have an awesome drop. This is a team that wife is the illustrator and Jose is the animator and the developer guy, and they do amazing art. So he had this drop today, the Wildfowl for his monster series, and I'm going to give this away now. This is going to be the one to go down. This is mint number 19. Number 19 is going to go out. So let's see who's going to win this.
That's so wrecked.
I can't take it, man. This is the worst giveaway machine ever. It happens every show. We'll hit everybody on the cast wins every time. And now the guy that I'm giving away his NFT wins it. That's perfect. All right, we're gonna go one more time because I think Jose has this in his wallet already. TC, I got another one for you. I'm drawing one more time. I'm going to take you out of there. Come on, let's go one more time. I can't do it, man. It never works with me here.
It's all fixed.
It's fixed, man. There we go.
There we go.
Cole, Mr. Giraffe himself. Go check out Cole's Giant Giraffe Gang. Another great collection on wax. He also helps me out do a little Discord modding here and there. So he's great. So Cole, thank you for winning. And not one of us. Thank you. Thank you for taking that off our hands. So that's how we roll. All right. So let's move on here. Let's go to Crypto Bulldogs. Crypto Bulldogs, how you doing, man? How you doing, Evan?
What up? Can you guys hear me?
Yep. We can hear you fine, man. Thank you for waiting. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. So yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate the opportunity to speak here. So first off, everyone's projects are super cool. I like what everyone's doing. I love giveaways to help charities. So Huddo, that's pretty cool. Shnazzy, art is amazing. Like, you're super talented. And Taylor, to sit there and be now that I've been doing my own project and realizing how much work it is to be one person doing everything you're doing is truly incredible. So definitely keep that up, man, because that's pretty incredible. So to start off, Crypto Bulldogs. So it's going to be a collection on Ethereum blockchain. They'll be through OpenSea. There's gonna be 4,444 of them.
Nice.
So, and the concept behind them is so we all go to work. We work like most people work a 9 to 5. Like I work a 9 to 5. I go to work every day, and it takes so much time away from my family. I have a 3-year-old, and I'm married, and I just like there's got to be something that people can do to like make passive income or ways for money that like people can pull together to create this wealth. And then like this NFT community based discords and all these like communities coming up. I was like, this is a great time to do something. So I have a French bulldog. He was the original concept behind the art for the art was my bulldog. And then I'm not the artist. I actually paid. I searched. I spent like 3 weeks searching through different artists, and I wanted a different style than what you typically see, but I wanted to keep it that same like traits and like
Sure.
2D chest up art style. So and that's Bulldog Buddy. So that's actually a partner that we did a collab with called
Cool.
Bulldog Buddies. So we did a partner whitelist giveaway with them, which is pretty cool. So the big utility for our project, which I think for us is our biggest thing, like the art's pretty cool. We got some really good art, but we're going to be doing crypto mining farm. So all the money that we raise from Mint, all the net profits are going to 100% go to building that crypto mining farm. And it's going to be solar too to help so we're not killing the environment, because that's another
Nice.
Oh,
big
nice.
thing that people deal
TC,
with.
this is center right up your alley, man. You got
Yeah,
mining and solar here.
So we're going to build it in Florida. I'm in Orlando, so we're going to build it. So I'm going to be directly managing the project. I'm one of the co-founders. There's one other person that started it with me. He goes by Prometheus. His name is Logan, and he's in Tampa. So we're going to try to put it somewhere in between us so we can kind of both stay on top of it. But pretty much how it's going to work is you send your bulldogs to work. So like you go on the website, you'll click send bulldogs to work, and it'll be staking them. And then every time you have them sitting and staking, they're going to be earning money from the mining farm, which will be directly deposited into your wallet. So a lot of these collections do utility based on tokens. So they create a token, they create like what you can buy with it, how much you get. This is more like a business oriented, where like all of the money that's made from the farm is split between all the holders that are actually willing to stake instead of selling their NFT. So just trying to do a different. The main thing is the utility and trying to like do something different than what everyone's doing, and at the same time like something that actually like is creating money. And as obviously as time goes, we'll be able to add more rigs and expand the project. More and more money will be created. The more bulldogs you earn, the more bulldogs you earn, money you earn from the bulldogs. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
And so it's almost a little bit of a DAO, almost a little bit, just without the governance. Is kind of almost a little bit. It's kind of how you're saying.
Yes, pretty much. So there's when we do a little bit of the DAO system, so we have polls, like we're doing a charity, so part of the funds is going to be given to a charity. So we just did a poll in our Discord, and I think it was called Best Friend Buddies. We did a bunch of options, like won out by like a lot. People picked, and then we wanted to do a Tesla giveaway to stick with like the renewable energy and stuff like that. So we're doing a Tesla giveaway, and we let the community pick which Tesla they wanted to give away. Like we did like poker night. That was 2 nights ago, I think it was. We did it, which was really cool. Everyone got to come hang out. We were in voice chat, playing some cards, win a free NFT. We had like 20 plus people in there. It was a lot of fun. Got to talk to people, and some people never even played poker before, having fun time. Like this is actually fun. Like I didn't even realize that poker was fun. So we've just been doing a lot of cool stuff, trying to build the community. We have an awesome community. There's like 20, we have like 20, almost 2,300, like 2,200 in our Discord. So, and it's all organic. Like we haven't really done any crazy paid promotions. We don't like influx the numbers. So we started back in end of December, beginning of January, and it's just been super. Just like people learn about the project, they read the roadmap, they see the art, and then like they see what our plan is, and like, wow, this is different. I actually like this. This could actually be something that does something. So it's been pretty cool experience so far. You're on mute, by the way.
You're muted, Nifty.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dogs are barking in the back, and I didn't want you guys to get barked on. So, anyway, so when is this dropping? When was the actual date of the drop?
So whitelist mint is the 17th of March, and then whitelist mint is the 17th, public mint is the 18th. Website like should have been done long story short, I wasn't happy with the way it came out and the way the developer did it. So I had to like middle of the project completely like fire my website developer
Oh man.
and hire another one, because I'm like, I'm not putting out this website. Like everything else has been going so good and looks good. I don't want to like have the website be the one
You
thing
don't
that's
want
not
that to happen
decided.
for sure.
No,
Definitely
no.
make sure the
So
website is working.
like it was working, it just wasn't to the quality level
Right.
that I felt like it should have been.
Right.
And like the smart contract's ready to be deployed, but I'm waiting till the website so I can deploy them all at the same time. So like right now it's just like an under construction landing page that's technically the website, but other than that, like just waiting for it, which I met with him today, so we should have it by next week. That should be completely finished, but it's looking better, it's looking good, so everything should be
Nice.
good to go there.
Yeah, you got to come back when close to drop date too, so we'll let people know. Give you a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
push
for
there.
sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
definitely. But yeah, it's been a really cool. We finished all the art. Everything has been going really well. We just brought on um an investor that's going to be investing into marketing. So we're
Nice.
about to do a big, huge marketing push. But I just, like I said, I'm really big on like, I don't want fake numbers. I've been in so many rugs, so many projects I bought
Yeah.
into that I've been screwed over. Where like I get all this, like I'm so hyped. I got whitelisted and there's like 100,000 people in the Discord,
Right.
and like this one project I was in didn't even sell out. So like
Yeah, man. I mean, that's a big problem. Is that I mean, if you're a collection and you're out there, I'm pretty sure you've gotten the emails, the DMs, I can get you 100,000 followers
Oh yeah.
overnight, and the Discord is going to be filled by tomorrow. They're all
Yep.
bots.
Yeah, you don't want those.
And
No.
what happens is you create a plastic shell, basically, of a collection. So when it actually comes in numbers, it all falls apart. So
Yep. So we partnered. Sorry, I was
yeah,
gonna
go
say
ahead.
we partnered with the another NFT that I would highly recommend. I think they're really cool, called Jungle Bay,
Okay.
which they were built upon a rug, and like one of our mods was a mod over there, and they partnered with us, and like we're giving all of them like free whitelists to the project and
Nice.
everything, and they sold out, but they only had 5,000 people in their Discord,
Yeah.
but like they were real people, and
Right.
like their floor is like higher than what Mint was already like a week later, and so like that's something like I'm looking at, I'm like, okay, here's a project that only has 5,000 people with a 5,000 collection cap, they're selling out, versus like I'm on another project with 100,000 people who can't sell out of 10,000 of them.
Right.
So
Yeah,
just trying to
that's
grow
just how
real
it is, man.
numbers.
I honestly, I don't even think the community is big enough yet to sell in those 100,000 kind of stuff. Anyway,
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of bots out there and a lot of kind of double accounts and stuff. So, that's why I always get worried when I was starting to see those rugs pop up. I mean, it was pretty easy to see, like, oh wow, they just started in December. They dropped on December 15th, and they had 20,000 followers and the whole thing. I'm like, there's no way that's real, So. Yeah, that's good. You're doing it that way, man. I'm glad to hear that, because that's the main thing, is just not to rug people, regardless of how you're running your ship. There's a lot of people out there. Sometimes it just get upside down. They just mismanage the business, and so they just rug. Or sometimes it's just an evil rug, which there's a couple of those out there too, which suck.
Yeah.
When those happen.
Yeah, there's
So,
just sometimes there's just bad projects, like badly
Yeah.
managed, and then
Yeah.
there's other projects where people are just completely just like you're screwing people, and they know
Yeah.
it from the beginning.
Exactly.
So I've seen it all. But yeah, I'm just stoked. Like honestly, this has been a pretty cool experience. Building the community has been my favorite part.
Nice.
Which is kind of what I've been the head of, is like building relationships, because
Right.
I also I do sales, I sell insurance, so I have like 1,000+ clients of insurance that I handle, so I'm really good at like building the relationship and trust and stuff like that.
Good.
So it's been really, really, really fun experience, and you guys' show is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. This is the first time I went and watched one of your episodes before coming on, so I could figure out what it was.
Right.
And I was like, "What's this wax?" I keep talking about wax. Like, what is this?
So wax, I feel like we're wax dealers. We're like, hey, come over here, kid. You want a little candy? Come on, you want to play a little wax? So wax is just they've been around. They've been like the dark horse. They're silent. They're kind of mainly known for gaming. That's pretty much their big grab. But they built all these tools that just don't exist on any other blockchain, and it moves like lightning fast. So when you do a transaction, your NFTs in your wallet, like boom, your money's in your wallet, boom. Like there's no 2-hour wait time. There's no like frantic writing to the creator like my NFT didn't show up in my MetaMask, like I can't see it. You know, like it's like none of that exists over here. So there's also no gas fees. So
cool.
the way it works is that collectors basically the creators take on the cost of RAM and CPU. So that way the collector, they don't pay anything other than the price that you put. So they don't have any gas fees at all. And so that's what makes it a little bit easier to kind of do trading, and we can keep the prices lower because of that. So recently they started to pay a little bit more attention to the art scene, which is really cool. Shout out to Wax and to Nifty and to Atomic Hub for, you know, finally focusing in on the Wax side. I mean, the art side of stuff of Wax, because it's mainly gaming oriented, and I still think it will always be gaming focused, but I think the art side of it is definitely there. There's a lot of great artists that we have on the show that people just don't know even are there, just because, you know, most of the focus seems to be towards gaming. But hopefully that'll change. So, but you should check out some stuff over here. You know, like what's nice is that you can do airdrops and you can do blends, like you know, like how like the Mutant apes happen. You know, that's been over here forever. That's been here for a while. So and it's easy to set up, and you can set up packs, and you can get really creative with the utility just of the actual cards. So that's why we like it over here. So I'm not trying to, you know, beat you down with that, but it's all like, check out Wax if you can.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Yeah, okay, yes, we are. Okay, TC got me. TC just wants all the staking games to come over to Wax, so that way he can have an easy taco app day.
Yeah.
Get taking his rewards.
Yeah, the P2Es right now are getting huge.
They are
starting to take off.
Yeah, it's a big thing, and I think Wax is probably going to lead that because they have a lot of huge brands. They already have been dealing with, you know, Funko Pop, Hot Wheels, Weezer, you know, William Shatner, all, you name it. They've been doing it for a while. So
that's funny.
Yeah, go ahead.
I used to work for FYE. I used to work in the corporate office.
Oh wow!
Like this was 5 years ago, and Funko Pops, like I can't even tell you, like I would sit there and look at sales reports, and people like were nuts about Funko Pops. Like you wouldn't even believe if like some of the stuff I would see like for certain ones. So that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and they do a lot of onboarding of mainstream. They did their collaboration with AMC and Spider-Man, so they're kind of, I think they're the most accessible. They're just still, you know, everyone has their kinks, you know, here and there, but I think all that's going to get worked out this year. I think everything's going to get a little bit more smooth and dynamic to get the masses into crypto and NFTs and stuff. So,
have you heard of Vivi?
Yeah, oh yeah, Vivi. That's actually probably what I got into first before even OpenSea and any of that stuff. I found out about NFTs. I saw that Batman launch at Vivi. Yep. I downloaded the app. I sat there for like 6 hours trying to buy something. Oh, you got it! Boom. There you go. Yeah, and I sat there and I could not buy anything because it just like the servers crashed. It was like a whole thing. It was a nightmare. And then I got it and I saw the AR in it, and I was like, oh, I'd already messed around with AR, and that's how I created M.O.R.B.S. It was like an AR based collection over here on Wax.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
I love that. I love that about the app, you know. And then they were working with these big brands, and so I was like, definitely, like, obviously the big brands see that this is a benefit in the future. So that's how it kind of started, man.
Yeah, as soon as that connects to other platforms, it's over. Like that's what people don't realize, because like right now you can't like cash out on the gems, and like you can't like there's everything's just in this one thing. But like as soon as that's able to be connected to other things, like that platform is going to be ridiculous because it's all licensed products, and there's no other place where you can go and like have like Batman, Harley Quinn, like Disney.
Wax. Stay tuned. They got a lot of stuff coming there.
I gotta check it out.
Yeah, you gotta check them out. I mean, Hot Wheels. Some of the brawlers they got right now, they got a licensing going with WWE stuff too. You know, and
that's cool.
Taylor over here, he's doing stuff with these the wrestlers down where he's dealing with. So it's I think a lot of licensing is going to be coming in the next year, especially over here. So it's cool, man. But it's like that's awesome, man. So again, you're coming March 17th is a big drop. That's the main
March 17th is for whitelist. Okay. So if you get whitelisted on the project, it's the 17th, and then public sale will be the 18th. We have a really like as far as like collections that we've seen, like our pricing is like, so for OG whitelist, we did a 0.04, and then whitelist 0.05 ETH, and then public is 0.06.
Nice.
So we try to do like very reasonable pricing.
Yeah, that is reasonable.
Because the goal is you want to have as many as you can, because the more you hold, the more you can stake, the more you're going to make from the farm.
Right.
So that's kind of like the ultimate goal is like, if you understand the concept and you actually like get what we're doing, like, and you want to invest, you want to get as many as you can, obviously, because the goal is to supplement your income with this passive income from us pulling together and creating this actual business that can be self-sustained and ran pretty much with like 1 or 2 people.
Right. That's great, man. I love to hear it, man. Thank you so much for telling us about this, man. And
yeah, thanks for having me.
Like I said, come back on when you have some stuff going on. During the drop, we'll probably have a show going on around that time. So
yeah, I'll make sure to I'll set an NFT aside for you guys. We can do a giveaway or something.
Oh, I'd love that. That'd be great, man. I always love to do the giveaways here. Speaking of which, hello, let's do another giveaway. By the way, NASCAR's coming. That's from Robert Bone. Go check out Bone Art. He makes Swams, which just got on HBO Max, I believe, with Adult Swim. So if you have not seen his animation work, go check out Robert Bone Art. He's on Twitter. But NASCAR's coming, so it doesn't get much bigger than that. That's big money kind of coming over to Wax, which is nice to see. All right, let's do a giveaway here, guys. So what did I say I was just going to give away?
NASCAR, I think.
No, not NASCAR. I'm not giving away NASCAR.
You're giving away a Tesla.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do let's do M.O.R.B.S. Let's just do another M.O.R.B.S. giveaway. This is for 250 M.O.R.B.S, guys. 250 M.O.R.B.S tokens. You can get a hold of me. If you've won something tonight, get a hold of me on Twitter. And you can follow that down there on the ticker on the bottom at M.O.R.B.S 15. Okay, as Tattoo, you have won 250 M.O.R.B.S tokens. So go ahead and DM me at M.O.R.B.S 15, guys, with your Wax ID. I will get that out to you guys. If you won a NFT, do the same thing. I will be able to do that for you. So let's go ahead and kind of start wrapping stuff up. Huddo, what do you want to leave us with?
Not a lot, mate. Jump on, grab a bum bear, but more so the number one auction for the charity, mate, the Surfing Spectrum Australia.
Awesome.
It's probably my biggest one. All the proceeds from that auction and probably 2 more number ones will go to that, helping the autistic kids.
Awesome.
Oh,
Best of luck with that, man. I hope everything goes well with that.
Thank you.
TC, what's been going on in Uplift World? What's happening over there? And what's going on, by the way, with our planet? Can you give me a little info on that?
It's been an absolute nightmare. I maxed out my CPU. I did so many transactions.
I saw that.
Yeah, I actually have to monitor it now because I'm doing so many. But yeah, you have to, if you're in our planet and you have elements, you should be burning those within the our planet website because they'll be nerfed on Sunday.
Yeah, that's right.
So
3 days.
All that power is gone.
Yeah, so anybody with our planet stuff, go to your our planet and take care of that, or else it's going to be dust right afterwards of burning them. Is that what's happening?
Well, it won't be dust, but it's going to be reduced by like 70%.
Oh wow, yeah,
definitely. So.
Definitely gonna state that. And then how about Uplift? How was everything going over with Uplift? What's the
apparently they got some interesting news. I think they're doing something with the DAO.
Oh, I love it.
Corey did a little wink about maybe possibly buying some land and some tokens.
Awesome.
Of lithium.
Oh,
something to do with the DAO tokens. So
very cool, man. All right, cool.
Yeah.
And then Taylor, what's going on with 8-bit Sam? Anything you want to leave us with?
I'm muting myself here. Yeah, 8-bit Slammer's got an airdrop coming next week. If you're holding the pack, if you bought a pack before the end of the year, you got a gift coming. Get my promoter gimmick packs coming soon. The utility for the tickets to real life wrestling events.
Nice.
And Series 2 dropping with new roster and customizable matches and all sorts of cool stuff coming. And I just like to say thank you again for having me.
Of course, anytime.
When I started binging Wax content, I was watching your videos too. And it's just it's incredible because now I'm here chatting with you, and I see in the chat like we got Senor Lupe, we got Rob Bone, we got these people that I've been watching in the space. So it's incredible, and I've been fortunate to work with a lot of great people in my career. And if anyone's just kind of starting or just looking to connect in NFTs or beyond. You know, animation, VFX. They've done it all in those worlds. So anyone wants to connect, ask questions. I'd love to just pass my wisdom back to the community. And
that's great.
You know, I don't know, kids breaking into art school or people stepping into art for the first time. Got a wealth of knowledge to share. So
awesome, Taylor. You got to come back on, man. Okay. You got it. Okay, Evan, what do you want to leave us with, man?
So yeah, just keep an eye on the project. If you have time, just to follow us on Twitter, join the Discord if you can. You know, I think it's just if you're into investments, long-term investments, it's a great project. If not, it's just we have a really cool community, great guys over there and girls. One of our artists, actually our main artist for one of one artist that does all of our one of ones for the collection, is a female. She's awesome. She did Jungle Bays. Looking like Taylor and anyone else here, like I'm all about partnerships, collabing, and like I love this space. I love the community of NFTs and just like the whole thing. I'm super supportive of what everyone's doing. So just hit me up if you guys are interested in anything.
Awesome. Thanks, Evan. Hey, and then finally, Shnazzy, tell us anything you want to leave us with here.
Okay, this one goes out to all of the creators in the chat. Stay the course, you know, like just keep doing you, keep making art, keep getting better, work on yourself, involve in the community, and your work will directly reflect in the space the longer you're in it.
Yep.
You just got to keep going.
That's right. Awesome, Shnazzy. Great words. Great words.
Keep moving forward. Right, keep moving forward.
That's right. That's right. Well, thank you guys so much again for another NFT Circus and joining us. We'll be back next week on Friday at 4:20 again. So stay tuned and have a great weekend and have some beers, some bum beers, and everything else, man. All right. Have a good one, guys. All right. See you later.
Ciao.
See ya. Adios.